I have the very strong sense that I need to say something. You know, there's 3 days away from the end of this thing, and I know that some people are in various stages of completion towards what they set out to do and where they are right now. And I really just want to communicate that wherever you are right now is perfect. And I mentioned this on the video that I posted yesterday, that it's not about finishing that thing, but about the growth that you've experienced. And I know that it's easy to kind of feel like you're coming towards the end and there's something maybe you wanted to accomplish that you didn't, and you're freaking out, or it feels like too much pressure, or it's overwhelming, or whatever, that is one possible way that you might be feeling right now. But what I want to say is, wherever you are, it's perfect. And it's definitely further than you were at the beginning of this challenge. And hopefully it's further than you've ever gotten on this project before. Like that it's so close, if you're not complete, that it's so close that you can taste it. That's the purpose of this challenge. And it's not over because September 4th pops up on the calendar. You need to keep going and get to where you want to be and enjoy the process. You know, I know that the idea of a deadline or whatever probably created some tension or some pressure for some people. And we did want a certain amount of that so that, you know, you would keep going. But overall, this is about living a passionate life and enjoying your daily experience. So hopefully this 45 days has put you into an action where you realize that, okay, if I'm outside of the context of a challenge or there's a deadline, can I just relax and enjoy what I've now put into motion and see it through to completion? Because that's what we want. That's what we want. So after the 4th, you can relax, but don't step out of action. Keep going. You know, start another challenge for yourself, whatever, right here in the community. Just keep the momentum going, because it is that taking inspired action on a regular basis which keeps you in the flow. You know, and don't forget what you've learned here. And don't forget the relationships that you've built, and come back and be here and continue to get the support that you need to get to wherever it is that you want to go, or however it evolves over the course of however long. So again, you started this thing whenever you started it. Let's say it was at the beginning, like 41 days ago or something like that, 42. And you have taken action, you have eliminated resistance, you've defined your vision, maybe you've evolved your goal, doesn't matter. You've done more now than you have in a long time. And some of you have already accomplished things that were grander than what you thought was going to happen, which is also great. But now you know that you can do it. You know that you can take steps forward. And as long as you keep doing that, you will get where you want to go. It's just allowing yourself to get stopped that you need to not tolerate anymore, you know. And when feelings of frustration or worry come up around what it is that you're up to, you really just have to let it go. That's just old stuff talking. It doesn't have anything to do with how you need to do this or have to do this or what's going to be the best way for you to do it. Have fun doing it. That will definitely make it the best it can be. So if you're giving yourself a hard time because of where you are or what action you haven't taken, you need to take the time to acknowledge what you have done. And I know that from a day-to-day standpoint, you may not even see it. You may not think about it. I think about in terms of my own challenge, how easy it is now for me to pick up a guitar and start playing and singing in front of anyone like it was never a problem. But that was a gradual thing. And sometimes you don't notice those little tiny gradual steps. But if you look back at the beginning of the challenge, and this is where the more you update your stuff, the better sense you'll have of just how far you've come. But if you look back at where you were, the questions you had, the concerns you had, the fears you had, the stops you had, you know, hopefully it's a whole different world right now if you're really honest with yourself. You may still have more places you want to go. I think we all should. But wherever you are right now is perfect. And I congratulate you so heartily for taking this on, sticking to it, going through the slow points, the sticking points, and being here for the end of this challenge so that you can actually be watching this video. It's great that you're still here. And it's more than most people take on. So you are ahead of the game wherever you are in the process. So get here for the wrap-up party and let's celebrate.